Washington was on August 28, 1963, the same day Martin Luther King gave out his I Have a Dream speech. More than 250,000 people came to protest.
Segregation was a big problem in the late 1930s in all of Martin Luther King's life. Pools were segregated, water fountains, buses, bus stops, anything available to the public. As Martin got older, he would lead movements, and the most famous, the Montgomery bus boycott. Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia. Martin was known for leading and starting movements, the most famous were the Montgomery bus boycotts and the March on Washington. His inspiration was Mahatma Gandhi, an Indian lawyer.
The Montgomery bus boycott was started by Martin Luther King and began on December 5, 1955 to December 20, 1965. It lasted for over a year. The boycott was when black males and females refused to use the buses and instead walked to work.
Martin Luther King gave over 2,500 speeches, and his most famous speech was I Have a Dream. The speech was given at the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. on August 28, 1963. More than 200,000 people came to listen to the speech, and his most famous quote from the speech was, I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. This speech brought awareness to people that all men and women are equal.
Not all movements were peaceful. Some consisted of major injuries of many people, such as white firefighters spraying pressured water onto the protesters. People would threaten black people and would often lose their job from protesting. Another historic moment was the Woolworth lunch counters. This was when young African American students refused to get up after being denied service. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated on April 4, 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee at the Lorraine Motel. Martin Luther King was a true inspiration to the world. His actions impacted history and the life we live in today.